vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lex is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me.
It's Teofimo Lopez, 11-0, 9 KOs. The best to do it right now in the game is to take over. Shout out to BN Boxing News.
Hey, Errol Spence Jr. I've been welterweight champion of the world. Everybody go follow BN Boxing News.
What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Nick with BN Boxing News coming at you with another one. According to sources, Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia generated in the excess of $250,000 pay-per-view buys during this era of streaming. That's a lot. That's a lot. It even did better than Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. It wasn't as successful as Errol's last two pay-per-views versus Mikey Garcia or Showtime Sean Porter, which both generated in excess of over 300,000, but it still was good. I mean, 250,000 right now in this particular era, during the streaming era. I mean, hey, it's pretty good. But Terence Crawford never generated that much in any of his pay-per-views. But like I say, with a fight with someone in the likes of Errol Spence, I'm sure that they can generate, I think, even beat the 300,000 buys. Still trying to see what the gate looking like. I was actually at the fight and the place was packed. I'll be honest with you, it looked real good in there. I think it was a success. Definitely a success. So we got to see what Errol Spence got left to do in the welterweight division. Well, Errol Spence, I mean, he looked phenomenal. Him and Danny both looked good, but Danny had no answers. Danny hit Errol with some nice punches and didn't budge Errol, didn't move Errol. So definitely Errol can take a punch. He could take a power punch. Don't want to see him take a power punch, but he took it. And I would say that anyone else in that division that comes his way, he'd be ready for a dogfight. Without, to say the least, Errol did run out of gas, but like I said, in due time, I don't think it'll happen during his next fight because I think he'll prepare for that. But definitely, Errol Spence handled his business. I mean, Errol Spence hit Danny with everything but the kick thing. And Danny's chin is so damn strong, man. Danny probably got one of the hardest chins in the business. He definitely got one of the better chins in the business. And Danny looked worse. I've never seen Danny looking like this after a fight. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a Danny Garcia fan. Many of my partners will tell you that. And they was trying to get me to go against Errol Spence for Danny Garcia. I said, nah, I like Danny, but Errol the dude, man. I rock with Errol. You know, we about BN Boxing News, we rock with Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying? So nah, we ain't gonna do it like that. But like I said, it was a great fight. What's next for Errol Spence out there? Who would you like to see him fight? I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though Errol Spence don't want to fight Keith Thurman, I want to see him beat Keith Thurman up. I want to see him beat him up. I really do. I don't really care to see Errol Spence and Sean Porter anymore. I know Errol Spence is gonna beat Sean Porter because Errol Spence will fight a different game. He won't fight Sean Porter's game. So he will just box Sean Porter and he's gonna beat him with the points. You know, we know that. Shit, he may even knock him out or knock him down again like he did last time. Because if I'm not mistaken, I just recently heard that he's going back with his strength and conditioning coach, Blu-ray. And we all know when he was with Blu-ray, he was knocking everybody out. So stay tuned for that. You know, I think it's the next fight that he has, somebody might see the canvas. Um, so who else would I like to see him fight in the welterweight division besides Keith Thurman? Mm, definitely not someone just coming up or any one of these new boxers. Virgil Ortiz said he wants some of that. I don't think he's ready for that. I don't think he's ready for that smoke. Um, that's what Oscar De La Hoya is saying right now, but I don't think he's ready for that smoke right now. That'll probably be a big Mexican fight down the line. I ain't gonna lie to you. Right there at Cowboy Stadium, it'll definitely be a great fight. I would love to see it, but I think that fight, they should build it up. And once they build it up, I think that fight right there, they both from the D now, both of them from Dallas. So that'll be a massive fight, massive fight. The gate gonna probably be just with the Mexican crowd and the black. Cause think about it, Errol got Mexican and black. You know what I'm saying? That support him. And Virgil Ortiz got all the Mexicans, and he got some blacks too that support him. The gate will be massive. I would let's see that one. I would definitely love to see that one. That would be a good one. But like I said, that's someone down the line, you know. Someone down the line, we're gonna see all of that. But just sitting here, just thinking, the Bud and Spence fight is not gonna happen anytime soon. Like I said, it's just a lot of controversy over Bob Arum and Terence Bud Crawford. They have like a lot of controversy. If I'm not mistaken, Terence Crawford get out of his contract sometime around October. Hopefully, Terence Crawford just go ahead and sign with the PBC, man. You signed with the PBC, you got all to do was to fight. And early in 2022, go ahead and fight. Go ahead and fight Errol Spence to get it over with. I mean, they should plan that fight for early part of 2022, and then Errol Spence can just move on to the super welterweight division, the 154 division. He can move to 154. His stablemate can move to 160, and Big Charlo can move to 168. That'll be awesome, man. Because of course, none of those guys want to fight each other. That's fam. But all in all, man, it was a great fight. My main thing is I'm trying to find somebody who I really want to see Errol Spence fight, because I think Errol Spence needs to get 2 fights in 2021. I definitely want to see him get 2 fights in 2021. Don't want to. I'm tired of boxers having 1 fight a year. Make your money, get your money while you can. 2 fights in. I mean, who's out there for Errol Spence? Who's out there? I think he's pretty much cleaned out the PBC as far as I can see it, except Keith Thurman. That's why I say let him beat him up, and then once he beat him up, his resume will be complete on the PBC side. I mean, Bruce Ennis is not ready for him. He'll beat him up too. Shucks. I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it G on that one. The way Errol Spence sits on his punches, man, I don't think anybody will be able to sustain those powers. I mean, he's a hell of a phenomenal body shot blaster. I mean, who can handle him, man? Who can handle Errol Spence right now? I don't think anybody out there can play with him. So, with that being said, man, Errol Spence really is the truth. Where do you have him ranked on your pound for pound? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Since he's cleaned out the PBC and beat up all the welterweights, he's my top. He's my top pound for pound. Him and his stablemate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. I'm just being honest. him and Jamel, they top dogs in my pound for pound. But like I said, just my opinion. You know, I can't wait to see him fight somebody coming up. He said all the way. He said all the way in the summer. Damn, I want to see him fight like in March. But you never know, man. Things change. Money talk, bullshit walks. So with that being said, man, if Bud Crawford and his team um, get back together and they formulate something so they could generate these millions for him and Errol fight, you never know what might happen. I would love to see something great happen. You know, I'm tired of boxers running from it. Running from it will not save you. You have to see it through. You know. But again, like I said, quick recap: the Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia generated more than $250,000 pay-per-view buys. And like I said, in this streaming era, everybody streams. I was at the fight, so I'm not in that number. My number's gonna be in that gate. You know, we had phenomenal seats at the fight. I enjoyed myself. Like Dallas people came out there dressed to impress, had their Sunday's best on. I mean, it was a beautiful sightseeing, show. Um, everything was beautiful, man. I can't complain. Um, so it's just want to see what's next for the Dallas native Errol Spence Jr. And I also want to say shout out to Derek James. I know he recently had surgery. So man, speedy recovery, man. We salute you, and hopefully everything works out for you, my brother. And just continue in the direction you're going in. And I'm gonna be straight up with you. Derek James, hands down, is coach of the year. If he's not, that's a topic. That's a topic in his own self. That's a topic in his own. And I'm not gonna keep, you know, talking about it. Derek James is coach of the year. Um, I definitely want to see, and where I'm at with it, I'm definitely trying to figure out what's next for Errol Spence. That's the topic of discussion. Um, what's next for Danny Garcia? Is he a stepping stone now? Does he have to fight somebody like Boots Ennis to see if Boots Ennis is ready for a top contender? That's something to think about. Um, you know, should Keith Thurman, what could Keith Thurman do to get that fight? They both managed by Al, but of course we all know that Errol Spence don't like the way how Keith Thurman handled him when he was trying to fight him. Go out and get a belt. Go out and get a belt. So now Errol Spence can tell him the same thing. Won't you go out and get a belt now in order to fight me? He played those games. I got to and I ain't afraid to let it go. And recently I'm hearing that he was depressed. He was depressed after he lost, which is a common thing to happen. I mean, I'm not gonna make it seem like it's, like that doesn't, that can't happen. It definitely can happen. So he was depressed after he lost his belt, but Keith Thurman got to stop getting injured. And he lost his flame. He lost his hunger. He said it himself. He lost his hunger. So he need to go back out there and handle his business and show everyone that he's still a top contender. Pacquiao recently tweeted saying that he wants to fight Errol Spence next. I personally think that old man is clout chasing. Um, I wouldn't recommend that he fight. I mean, for the sake of Errol Spence, yes. For Errol Spence's resume, yes, Pacquiao should fight him. But the chances of Pacquiao getting bodied is very high. Very high. Errol Spence would destroy that little boy. That's just what it is. I mean, I know Pacquiao got all the speed and all of that stuff. They're gonna get by the testing, and once they get their little testing, body testing. Some of that speed, some of all that stuff gonna go away. It's gonna disappear. He's not gonna look phenomenal like he looked against Keith Thurman. just saying, just saying. So hopefully, that'll be a great fight. Let's yeah. I think I'll revert back to that. Go ahead and fight Manny Pacquiao for the sake of your resume, for the sake of his resume and money, because already Pac-Man brings the cash. You still got a bunch of Pac toys out there, so that'll definitely generate a lot of money. And not only generate money, it'll look phenomenal on his resume, saying that he defeated someone of the likes of a Manny Pacquiao. So just put it out there for the homie. Want Errol Spence to do well. Like I said, I still take my hat off to Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia done well, man. And he's still a top contender in my book. Because the three guys that he lost to, I mean, I still think that Danny Garcia beat Keith Thurman, but hey, they gave it to Keith Thurman, so I'm not going to go there. So the three guys that he lost to are three top contenders. So he didn't lose to a French fry. He lost to some top dudes. So you never know, whoever else you may put in front of him, he may destroy him. So Danny's still a dude, man. I ain't gonna take nothing from Danny. I won't say anything negative about Danny. Danny's still a guy. He's definitely still a guy, man. I just want to see good fights in boxing, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is. I just want to see some great fights. I'm tired of the everyone trying to fight some weak some weak dude, or just don't want to make the great fights. That shit gotta just stop. I want that shit to stop. I want the best to fight the best. Started off, Errol Spence went right back to it, and he fought a top contender. So he's showing you, he's laying out the blueprint. This is how it should be done, and this is how he done it. From a horrific accident a year ago to fighting a top contender, you can't help but to respect that dude. You can't help but take your hat off to that dude. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna just let that marinate a little bit and see what's out there for him, and hopefully fight. And these are two dudes right now coming from me. In this direction, I want to see it happen. If y'all don't mind, okay? I want to see him fight Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, then let's make the Terence Crawford fight. And then he can move up. Those three guys in any one of those orders, I'll take it. How that sound? Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Terence Crawford, move on to 154. 3 fights, make it happen. Make it happen. I think it can be done. I think it can be done. Definitely, I think it can be done. That's with much love and respect. You know what I'm saying? So this is Nick with Being Boxing News. Shout out to my partner in crime, Brandon. All right. We in here. We in this thing. Shout out to Riptide, another co-host. We always have him on time to time. Very opinionated guy. I mean, he knows his boxing. He knows his boxing. So, like I said, man, check us out. We still trying to figure out how often we gonna be on this thing, man. We're gonna pick a couple of days a week, and we're gonna be on there at the same time. So we're gonna pick a spot, and we're gonna let you guys know. You guys can support us more. Just make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and share. And we out this day. Peace.